of Teofimo. Did you anticipate at any point that Triller was going to be walking in?
Yeah, I heard they were going to bid. I said to Mike Coppinger, actually called me in the morning and said, oh, you'll win this bid, you know. I said, oh, we won't. I said, someone will outbid us because someone will do something crazy. You know, there's been a lot of talk about the bid. So, you know, ultimately, and, you know, there's been a lot said about what Arum said and stuff like that. Ultimately, our broadcaster wanted to try and bid for that fight. So did I. So we made a bid that we felt was the right price for that fight. It was 1.3 million more than Top Ring. But Triller came in as a disruptive platform, like DAZN were 2 years ago. We would have done the same thing. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's brilliant for boxing. One, because it shows everybody that there's more money, there's more broadcasters, there's more platforms trying to break into this sport that's supposedly dead. It's not dead, it's red hot.
Those are the words of Eddie Hearn as he explained what happened, what took place with Teofimo Lopez and the bidding process of him plus the broadcaster, which is DAZN, Matchroom, what they decided and how they bid on the fight. They outbid Top Rank by 1.4 million, if you guys heard, okay? And they were interested in having that fight, but he projected or predicted that. It's kind of hard to know if he predicted it before he already said something. But he says he predicted it. Someone was going to come in and do something crazy, which the network called it, right? Triller, rather. So let's continue.
And how great for Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. One, because George Kambosos just set himself up for life. And two, because Teofimo Lopez went out and beat Vasily Lomachenko. So he deserves all the money. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I think this is such a dangerous sport that give the fighters the money. Stop talking about, oh, this guy's not worth that, I want a house in Bel Air and, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, these are the guys, they're the talent. They're the guys that are risking their health, their life at times for our entertainment. And I'm not saying that just pay fighters silly money. When someone achieves something like Teofimo Lopez has, like he took the gamble against Vasily Lomachenko for shit money, quite frankly. Because he felt that if he won, it would open the keys to the bank.
Right.
And when the offer came, the offer was much smaller than the Lomachenko fight.
What did you make of Bob Arum's?
So, you know, the more I hear Eddie Hearn talk, the more I understand why he's good for boxing. See, Bob Arum is 90 years old and he's talking as though these fighters are cattle. He's talking as though that the fighter deserves less than he gets. And like Eddie Hearn reiterated, the money that Teofimo Lopez agreed upon initially, that wasn't even what he ended up with because they cut his salary. Okay, now I don't even really remember if Lomachenko's salary was cut. I think I heard it was, but then I think I heard it wasn't, but he got more money. He took a gamble. He won. He made a decision not to fight Lomachenko again. And it seems like to me that he's getting punished for it. That's my personal opinion. I think Bob Arum wanted to make another fight with him and Lomachenko because I think Lomachenko was the guy that he favored. I think that was his golden boy at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? I think that because of Teofimo's decision, he decided to get a little petty. Again, it has a lot to do with personality. Something you're getting personal about something that should only be business. And I think that's what happened. So saying that George Kambosos is not a marquee fight, you shot it the fuck down, and you claimed, oh, it's not worth any money, and then you got two people that outbid you, and then turn around and get pissed off at the person that came in second place is absolutely retarded. It makes no sense. Bob Arum reminds me of a girl that didn't want you, right? That you wanted to date, but then gets mad at you because you're with somebody else. That's what Bob's doing. That's the only thing that's the best analogy that I can come off the top of my dome with. because that's what he's doing. And him saying, oh, well, it's not even a marquee fight anyway. Okay, well, that meant you shouldn't even have vested feelings one way or the other about it in the first place, right? Because it wasn't worth that according to your own figures or whatever. But what do you base your figures off of? What fucking decade or time frame are you basing this off of? 1992? 97? 2005? This is 2021, dude. I think Bob Arum should get with it. But anyway, Eddie's right. He achieved something. He should be compensated for it. And it seems to me he was punished for it. That's my counterpunch. Let's continue.
Comments though.
We're going to go back. Bob's given up. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't care anymore. He can't be bothered. So, like, he's speaking his mind, right? Which you have to respect. But at the same time, you can't think that you're going to build a promotional company and have a relationship with fighters when you're talking so disrespectfully about them.
Counterpunch, counterpunch, counterpunch. Eddie Hearn. Again, I don't know about giving up, but I think Bob Arum is more like giving in. And he's speaking his mind. Bob is speaking his mind. But, you know, Eddie might have a point. Maybe Bob is getting to the point where he doesn't give a shit. I thought it was going to be for the better. I thought that Bob Arum, because he won't live for fucking ever, will do things for the fighters that he should have done for the fighters if he really gave a fuck about the fighters and the relationship between him and the fighters. I thought that was going to happen because he was like, you know what? I got the money here. Make the fucking fight happen. I want to build stars. I won't be here forever. I thought Bob Arum felt just as passionate about promoting boxing as Customato did about training boxing. Can I say that again? I thought that Bob Arum was passionate about, or just as passionate about promoting boxing as Customato was about training boxers. That's what I thought. But it comes to find out he's just a greedy ass fucking petty businessman that don't give a fuck about nobody, talks shit about all of his fighters, don't care about a connection with his fighters or a relationship with them whatsoever, right? Maybe specific ones, but not really. Look how he did Terrence Crawford. Eddie Hearn's right. You think other people don't see the disrespect that Bob Arum showed Terrence Crawford? And Terrence Crawford is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter? Think about what I'm saying. That makes no sense at all how the level of disrespect is that high for Terrence Crawford, one of your best or your best fighter. Because Loma got beat. But he ain't never said that shit about Loma, though. See, that's why a lot of these channels, they have weight. They have that room for the counterpunch. Okay? Because that space is open. Why? Because it looks bad. But Bob is coming off cheap, petty. But as he gave up, I think he's not trying to build a promotional company. That's what I'll disagree with Eddie Hearn about. I don't think he's trying to build shit. I think the pride of him doing what he's already done for the longest, it might be crumbling, yeah, but it's already about what he had with Bob. Older guys like that, their best years are behind them. So I don't think he gives a cheap shit and shallow water about what's going on with his promotional company. Okay? He has most of the family, which I just found out yesterday, right? Shout out to Serene, Karma Serene, that if he goes, they're going to take over anyway. So I hope they do a better job than what they're doing. And I think since he's in power, he's going to act the way he's going to act because it's not about the money. It's not about anything else but the fucking pride. So is he giving up? No, I just think he doesn't give a shit. And the older he gets, the less he gives a shit. And it's really showing that he doesn't really give a shit about the relationship with his fighters or how much they get paid. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn's comments towards Bob Arum. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.